Alright, here we go. Two. Now this time, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Alright. So that police officer watching me put everything on. Howdy, howdy. I'm 100% hands-free. We'll see if T-Mobile does anything here. Oh, this is so crazy. Crazy, crazy. I love coming into Florida this time of day. It's so pretty when the sun's just setting on the west coast. Alright. Are we speeding? We are just speeding. This is old Florida up here. We're in Citrus County. We got the Withlahoochee. A lot of RV parks. Yeah, over to the left side, there's a huge one. It's always packed year round. It's especially packed right now, though. I always wanted to stop over at this park here because, yeah, the river. Just never have time. Over on the opposite side of the road, they have a little road that goes down to a dock. I just want to go hang out there at sunset sometime. Over to the right, you have the Crystal River nuke plant. Nuclear power. Somebody said it was shut down, and then I swear I looked it up and it said it was shut down, but every time I come by here, all the smokestacks are blowing stuff. Pardon me. Maybe the reactor part is shut down, but they still have to run it. I don't know. I have no idea. Thumbs up, y'all. Sunny Florida. I tried to go live coming from Georgia and crossing over the state line, but apparently that didn't go so well. Apparently my phone does not like being plugged in, having maps running, and my camera going, which is a problem for me. Feel Good Cooking and More said it's probably my battery. It's getting bad because I've had this phone for a long time. But I can still run it all day until like 5 o'clock before charging. Y'all, my nose and lungs, they need humidity so bad. I've been misting my house because the house humidity, it's been so cold, the heater's always running. So humidity's been around 25%. I've been getting nosebleeds and stuff. Craziness. Florida too, because Florida Power, man, they're the ones using the nuke plant. And the big quarry we just passed, Crystal River Quarry. this road. You have to watch your speed limit. Got an RV for sale. Big RV. This little town's called Red Level. Red Level, Florida. So this road will take you all the way down to the Everglades. It'll take you to Tampa. Right now we're in the north. We're near Crystal River, Homosassa Springs, Dunellen. But when I moved to Florida pre-Disney, it pretty much all looked like this. And then Disney came. Crazy. Except for Miami. Miami was big. Growing up in Orlando, we didn't even have we wanted to go to a concert. We had to go to Lakeland, Florida, or Tallahassee. I saw Prince in Lakeland. In Tallahassee. I saw a lot of other bands in Lakeland. But yeah, Orlando didn't have they had a place for like symphony and the arts, Broadway. They didn't have any, they didn't have any concert venues, regular concert venues till mid-80s, early 80s. 84-ish. That's when they built, I guess, Orlando Convention Center. I saw Madonna there. I saw Hall & Oates there. There's a lot of land for sale up in this area. But this area is really pretty. But there aren't any jobs. That's the other problem. Very pretty, high crime. Up for appreciated. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope you find the drive relaxing. I did. All 8 hours of it. Maybe I can leave early in the morning. We'll do a Rural King video when I come back. But I might be coming back from like South Florida. I don't know. So if I come back home from South Florida, it's going to be like, I don't know. Maybe I'll split my time. It might be better. Stay here for a bunch of days and go down to South Florida for a few days and come back up for a few days and then go home. I was trying to go home direct from South Florida. It'd be like a 11-hour drive. $12-hour drive. Crystal River Preserve State Park. Weeki Wachee is up here, you know, where the mermaids swim. There's Rural King to the right. Oh, I want to stop so bad. But I also want to get to my final destination. Look at this Notel Motel. It got pretty ripped up during the hurricane, but they got the pool. The pool is still messed up. They still haven't fixed it. The problem is a lot of stuff still isn't fixed here since the hurricanes hit. A lot of condos are still empty, and the problem is they don't have enough employees. They don't have enough tax revenue to hire extra employees to do permitting. So they're all slow, all behind. It took my friend a year just to get a permit to start. That's ridiculousness. So I like this little town. This is Crystal River. Have some cute little shops and restaurants. It's very little walkable downtown. Little wedding chapel there. We did a really good restaurant here on Citrus Avenue. I forget the name of the place, but it was a very good restaurant. Several years back. That was way before I knew Bimbo. Everybody gets in the right lane because they're going to turn up here at the blah blah. Lobster season. I'm gonna have to find a good fish market while I'm here. Cook some fish. Oh, did you see that? It was orange. Alright. We gotta fop. What is that? That's a ridiculous vehicle. I guess they're camping in that. Didn't we see one of those at one of the car shows I went to? Isn't that like a German something or other? I think it is. They still have Winn-Dixies down here. Every now and then you'll see one. Heck, 5 years ago they had a Kmart. Key West, they don't anymore. I think they finally shut down the mall up here. Biscuits up here. Granny's biscuits or Granny's cooking. What is it? It is Granny's Country Cooking. It looks like it's been there since the 70s. Everything here looks like it's been here since the 70s. Because that's what happened. Like Disney came in and then stuff over here started building up. So now you have these really old strip malls that, you know, they were all built betting that everybody would be moving to Florida and doing all this stuff. But since the hurricanes, I think, you know, and a lot of people have died. This area is just very depressed. This whole area of Florida. The gator's been a little chilly. Put my window down a little bit on the back road up there, cutting over to the west coast, and it's nipply out there. Jenkins Chevrolet. I always think about, I know nothing about Miss Jenkins. You ain't heard it from me. Whatever that woman's name, that character on In Living Color. Benita. Is her name Benita? Some of these businesses around here, it's hard to tell if they're open or closed. Even during the daytime, I'm not talking about after 5. Like I said, it's just a real depressed area of the state. Probably, I'm going to guess that some of the lower income counties are over here and in this area. Yeah, they have a burn ban in effect too, so it's got to be really dry here in Florida. Well, yeah, they have been dealing with the drought. Watch Hike with Mike. He hikes a lot of this area, and he's been talking about the drought they've had here. Why Bimbo, over at Bimbo's there was a deer over at the retention pond. She never mentioned any deer. Maybe looking for just any kind of water source. Maybe desperate. Sassa Distillery. They have jugs, pugs, pubs, spas, distillery. Welcome to Homosassa. No-town motels, RV parks, trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let for 50 cents. No one's no good. I ain't got no cigarettes. I got 2 miles of mission. It's a tasty treat. Looks like a big ice cream cone. The whole building is an ice cream cone. You saw that or not? There's a look like a Rite Aid or something. It has the lights on. Nobody's home. God, that boat. They need to trash that boat. Holy moly. They need to take the air conditioner out of the window. It was hanging. They're hauling like a 35-foot boat. The air conditioner hanging out. Alright, so there's Homosassa's Wildlife Springs State Park. I have a video of that Also the Yulee Sugar Mill. I have videos down there. The Printing Museum of Homosassa Springs. That's on my channel. We have Weeki Wachee up here. That's where the mermaids swim in Florida. It's about 20 miles up here on the right. We'll pass it. This is why I don't mind just drive to Florida. About 3.5 hours of it for me is all back roads. Thumbs up are appreciated, y'all. I bet you get some really good cop footage from up here. Just saying. Now, this sidewalk, I forget where it started back there. This sidewalk goes on for miles and miles and miles. They just built the Suncoast Parkway. The Suncoast Parkway also has a smoked mullet and peanuts. Holy moly. I might have to stop there on my way home. Get some smoked mullet. Sugar mill. Alright. Noted. I forget what I was saying. I got distracted by smoked mullet. There's a huge Polish restaurant up here. It's a standalone restaurant that's really big. And their RV park. Lots of RV parks. That's the thing, they have that big sidewalk over there that goes for miles and miles, but they don't allow motorized like e-bikes and stuff like that on it. You have to use this bike path here on the road, which is crazy because there's hardly ever anybody on this sidewalk. I think I maybe see one person walking it. There's one on the other side of the road too. Just never see him. We are Cardinal Avenue. They'll take you to Straight Street in Homosassa, Florida. Ironically. RVs. They're RV park. This is like RV Park Central up here. I'm telling you. There are more RV park residents than there are residents up here. Guarantee you. HCA Healthcare. There are a lot of thrift stores around here I'd like to check out too, that I never have time to check out. I was headed home. Chris, we should do a trip where we stop at the South Georgia, North Florida, and then mosey down. Take our time to hit the thrift stores and stuff. Because I'm guessing up here they have some really good bargains, really good deals on thrift stuff, and there's probably a lot of vintage items up here. I'm just guessing. Chassahosowitz. Say that 3 times fast. Chassahowitska. Chasawitzka. Miss Maggie Drive. That's funny. I never noticed that. And Ponce de Leon Boulevard. To the right, it's Miss Maggie. To the left, it's Ponce de Leon. I was tempted to stop for a coffee. I don't need a coffee this late. We have Weeki Wachi, 14 miles, Spring Hill, and 16. Hudson at 17, I believe. Time I was up here, this guy in this little art car, and it had all these stickers on it and everything. And I thought, I was like, this kid. I thought it was a kid, and it was a real loud car too, like a Acura or a Honda with the fart cans on it. Went speeding by me like that. Caught up to him at the light. It was some like 80-year-old guy. It was funny. Not what I expected. County. I'm going to Pasco County. Yay. chat, y'all. But I'm driving. I'm riding solo. Running away from home. No. Suzanna Bananna asked me to come down and help her out, so that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna be the live-in chef. She's watched too many of my cooking videos, I guess. Dang. Go down one of these roads on the right sometime. You know, going west, because that's the ocean over there. There's nothing beachy up here. Man, I ate one meal today. I think that's going to do me. Oh my gosh, I just feel stuffed. All right, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Don't be counting your ducks. Chilly it is. It's not too bad. I mean, it's definitely sweater weather right now. It's probably about 64, 65. Suzanne was joking that it might actually reach the 70s while I'm down here. They haven't seen the 70s in a while. This is Centralia Road. I've done great on the gas mileage. I averaged 32.6 miles per gallon, which is crazy. That's probably the best gas mileage this car has ever seen. It was such a smooth ride down here. It was amazing. Factory over there. I've never noticed it. What is that? Wikiwachi High School. Oh, it's not a factory. It looked like a factory. Oh my gosh. Art brute should not be a design used for high schools. Somebody needs to make a song. Do they know it's not Christmas? For those people back there. I don't know, maybe they do plumbing or something. They have to get there late at night and it's dark. And they need an easy way to identify their business. Oh. my goodness. Not bad. I only did one stop all the way down. That's pretty over there. Watching, y'all. This is the town of Weekiwachi. We will be passing up here on the right is the actual Weekiwachi Mermaid place. What is it? Weekiwachi Gardens, Weekiwachi Springs. There you go. Something stinks right now. Sulfury. Yeah, very sulfury. Oh my gosh. Rotten eggs. Maybe the water treatment plant or something. Hudson's 14 miles. We're in Spring Hill now. Tarpon Springs is past before Tarpon Springs is Newport Richey. So Hudson, how's that go? I think it's Hudson, Newport Richey, or Port Richey, Newport Richey, and then Tarpon Springs. Lutz, Elfers, all the things. Florida has so many little tiny towns. More of a sign than a town. Census designated area, maybe that's what they are. I don't know. People do drive crazy around here. Like this guy's encroaching my lane. Newport Richey has about death every day. Because of knuckleheads. As Bimbo would call them. Knuckleheads. such good time. Good time, great gas mileage. Can't beat it. And I still have a half tank of gas, so I don't have to stop and get gas before I go anywhere. There's a Hooters over there. I was telling my husband the other night. One time there was this kid. He was a young boy. He came from West Virginia and took we went downtown Atlanta to what they call underground. There were shops and restaurants and bars and all that stuff. You know, a lot of touristy type things, right? So we take them down there. And they decide they wanted to eat. The guys decide they want to eat at Hooters, and I think I was the only girl. So we go to Hooters. Oh, and their daughter, I think Cherie. So we go to Hooters to eat, which I would never go to Hooters of my own, volition. I don't care for their food. So anyway, we went to Hooters. They go home, everything. The next trip, they came back to visit. Well, they were from West Virginia, so they had a really thick country accent. And we were talking about where we were going to go, to go eat. And this little boy chimes up, "Hey, Daddy, let's go to Hooters." And it was so funny because, we didn't live in town at that time. So it was quite the drive, but it was very memorable for him. Must have been the food that he liked. What else could it be? Strip malls. There's going to be strip malls all the way down to Tampa. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. Once you get to Port Richey, it becomes strip malls all the way to Tampa. I promise you. Promise you. Which is crazy because we're about an hour from Tampa, so you have an hour worth of strip malls. Let me turn you around and say hey for a minute. Hey, y'all. I guess I can take my sunglasses off now. Oh, gosh. Thanks for the thumbs up. I do appreciate it. Oh, goodness. All right, now I'm tired. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I need to get over it. I need to write trivia for tomorrow, don't I? what I'm going to try and do, I got to make sure I have enough words, but preliminarily, preliminarily, we'll see. I'm going to try and do song titles that have the words say in them tomorrow. I'll put it on community post once I figure it out. I'll come up with a word and then, then I got to make sure I've got 21 questions to ask. Or at least 20. I think I've done 20 before when I came up short, but yeah, we tend to do 21 in case we need a tiebreaker. Dispensary is busy. Is there another dispensary? Because it's busy too. Really, dude? Yeah, there's 35 in the middle lane. Yep, sure is. So I'm the only one that matters. Oh my Excuse me. Eureka. I believe I said that right. Hudson 5, Clearwater 27 miles. How does this not seem right? It's all right. I can get to where I'm going. earlier, I went through South Georgia and they were burning the cotton remains. Like 4 counties were just nothing but smoke. Awful. New York, New York. I guess I've never been on this road from there. It's way longer than I thought. I think a lot less lights and traffic than staying on 19. Publix we went to last time. I need to go because I think I overshot a shot. Maybe. I don't know. I need Lord Google at this point. I will say in this town, man, people go down neighborhood 35-mile-an-hour streets doing 65, and they will pass you. They're crazy. They are crazy. I think last time we were here, we had 2 cars do that. The Point Distillery. Holy cow. Looks like a dispensary, not a distillery. And all kinds of super high fence with barbed wire at the top. Wow. It's crazy. I unplug my phone from maps, then my phone doesn't get hot. If I have it plugged in to maps, then it gets overheated. That's a pain. Actually, earlier I just had it plugged in and it was getting overheated. I don't know why. Maybe I do need a new battery. That Dollar Tree looks like a bank. It's such a weird place. Johnson. Alright, y'all. I'm going to end this live. How long have I been going? A whole hour? Y'all, thanks for hanging out, riding with me. I know I wasn't much company. Because I wasn't reading the chat because I'm driving. Can't read chat and drive. I don't feel comfortable doing that. And I would never want the liability. My Lord. Because they can pull your car record, they can pull your phone record and see what you were doing. I don't like that. I don't like chancing it. So, I'm not into liability like that. I would imagine a lot of car cases, they do pull phone records to see if you're chatting while driving. All right, so that was the Publix that we saw. That what was that? The 1954. Was it that 54 Bel Air? 53. That last maroon car I posted. I forget what it was now. That parking lot back there. I think I need to make a right here. Or maybe not. Sore from editing. Y'all, they have an HSN store here, so whatever doesn't sell well at HSN, they have a store here. I should film it because Chris and I went there last time. It was so funny. We were laughing because they had a bunch of dehumidifiers, and I mean humidifiers, and if you're in Florida, good luck selling humidifiers in Florida like that. Actually, I think it's right here on the right. I think this is where I turn. Is this it? Oops. No. Fudge. HSN is right back there. I'm probably going to go there. They had a lot of winter coats there. So I'm probably just going to go buy a winter coat. They were like $40. I don't have a winter coat. I have sweaters. Chris is like, yeah, just bundle up in layers. I'm like, well, that's pretty much all I have. But I tend to not leave the house when it's so freaking cold. Alright, I guess I don't need a map after all. I'm so bad. I hardly ever drink sodas, but I'm kind of craving like a Sprite or something. That's too sugary. Ugh. Should stop. No, I gotta stop. I'll just stick with water. It's better for me anyway. It's such a wide road. Come on, turn. Y'all, I'm about at my destination. Seeing the Christmas lights in the neighborhood. Dang it. Horse crossing. Maybe I'll take over to see the donkeys later in the week. Buddies. All right, y'all. Take care. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up are appreciated. Very, very much. And I'll see y'all later. Love y'all. Be good. Is that Johnny behind me? Give me a hard time here.